And we back again. Thank you so much, everybody. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Chevalier, where we are here to help everyone find happy and healthy relationships. Whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Asian, Puerto Rican, Australian, South American, African, and even those penguins in Antarctica, man. Hope they staying warm. It's cold. It's cold in the South, in Atlanta. So if it's cold in Atlanta, man, you can imagine what it's like in Antarctica. And freezing that is an understatement. But welcome back, everyone. I really appreciate the amount of thanks I've been getting from a lot of people, a lot of support, a lot of people who are interested in knowing more and asking questions. Because at the end of the day, the value in happy and healthy relationships is for men to better understand women and for women to better understand the men that they want. Because I think dating is one of those things where it's not cut and dry, because everybody's different. Everybody wants different things. Everybody's looking for a different level of happiness. Everybody's looking for a different level of contentfulness. So I think because every person is different and want different things from a relationship, we have to all put ourselves in a position to follow what I consider a general guideline. And then there's that specific guideline that works for you and the person you're looking for. So with that said, thank you all. Welcome. Glad to have you back, and hopefully prompting to build what I hope to be a successful, happy, and healthy relationship for everybody in 2022. I think we discussed a lot of great topics last year, and this year I think we're only going to get better. I think we're only going to grow more as you guys continue to send me topics that you want to talk about, things that you want me to address, and seeing how deep in the conversation we can go. And I think that it really hits the nail on the head for today's topic, which is relationships versus companionships. And people ask me, well, what's the difference? And the first thing I tell people is that if you're not dating for the purpose of marriage, then you're not looking for a relationship. Because a relationship is nothing more than vetting a woman for the purpose of marriage. Deciding if you're talking to someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. Considering if you're with a woman that you feel fulfilled with, Seeing that you're with a woman that, you put yourself in a position, I could spend the rest of my life with her. I could start a family with her by having kids, purchasing a home or a condo or an apartment where we're going to live in long term, and putting myself in a position where I'm ready to give 100% of my assets, financial and otherwise, in this woman, and literally trusting her with my life if it comes down to it. And I think most people could say, yeah, I'm happy being with this woman, but I don't think most people are in a situation where they feel like they're ready to give 100% of their assets to someone in the worst case scenario, or they're ready to give 100% of their happiness to someone, if it come down to if you don't have the ability to ever be with another human being for the rest of their life. And for a lot of people, that's scary because we get so used to these options that are out here in the streets that considering being with one woman for the rest of our life, to a lot of women and to a lot of guys, is a scary thing because you get so used to variety. And so that's why I tell many women, if you're so stuck on needing variety of sex before you invest in a long-term relationship, then you're not ready for marriage. And if that's the case, then just say you want a companion. You just want a boyfriend. You just want somebody that's going to be with you and ride the wagon until the wheels fall off. And then start over with somebody else. But to most people, that gets tiring, having to start all over a lot. And most people would rather just find one person, settle down with, and live the rest of their life with that one person. And then that's where you get your relationships from, because it's like, this is the one person I want to spend the rest of my life with. I can't see myself being with anybody else, nor do I want to think about being with anybody else, because being with this one guy fulfills me. And that's where relationships kick in. That's where love kicks in, because if I find that one guy who I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with, then I don't have a need to continue to date. And then that's where jumping in for the purpose of marriage gets in, where we can walk down the aisle, where we can find that fulfillment that makes us feel whole. Meaning, when I say feel whole, I mean I don't need another woman for the rest of my life, and you don't need another man for the rest of your life. And we can have kids, start a family, purchase a home, and build where we can raise kids who can one day have grandkids and have something to leave as a family asset that younger generations can grow on. I think a lot of times we meet people who we enjoy having sex with, who we enjoy going on dates with, who we enjoy, in our company, but that we don't necessarily want to be a part of our personal life, where we would introduce them to our moms, to our dads, to our friends and family, and invite to the family functions and the company functions, and say, hey, here are my coworkers. Or, for military guys, here are the guys that I basically put my life in their hands. This is them. And most people are not in a position where they're ready to do that. And so that's why I think that it's good to separate that relationship from companionship, and letting someone know up front on day one if you want a relationship or a companionship. That's why I often tell women the most important question you should ask a guy when you first meet are two questions. One, do you want a relationship? And two, do you just want a companionship? If you want a relationship, that lets someone know that you want to be married. Or just ask a guy up front. And guys, ask a lady up front. Hey, are you dating for the purpose of marriage? If they tell you yes, then you are on a track to build something. That you're on the track to have something that everybody wants. And if they say, oh no, I don't want a relationship, I just want to see where it goes, then they don't want a relationship, and you don't have to waste your time investing any value in it. Because in many instances, you could just tell someone, hey, I'm just looking for someone to kick it with, and then that is what it is. But at least both parties are aware that it's just a companionship, so no one is over investing in a situation that primarily has pretty much been decided is not going to go anywhere. And it's like, why feel that need to put more in that relationship than what you're looking for? So if you meet someone and you say, hey, I'm looking for marriage, then you know that, okay, this is someone I can have kids with. This is someone I can, move into my condo or move into my house, and vice versa. And she can feel like, okay, this is the man I can prepare to spend the rest of my life with, especially if there are kids involved. And I often say that if there are kids involved, this is definitely something you want to know up front. Because the last thing you want to do as a woman is introduce your kids to a man who doesn't see you and those children as being someone you're going to spend the rest of your life with. That's detrimental to children. And we're going to get to that down the line. But I always say companionships versus relationships. If you're looking for just something fun or just enjoying yourself, companionship. If you're looking for marriage, relationships. Know the difference. Be honest on day one and find happiness together. But until then, till next time, peace. We are gone. Next show Wednesday, 3 days a week. Hope to talk to you soon. Enjoy your day, y'all. Thank you.